be coming back and trying to get that pilot's license. Good morning to you, JD.
Good morning. This one's a fancy one. This is a captain's hat, right, Scott Kooiman?
Yes, it is.
And who gets to wear these fancy hats besides the woman that took it from the pilot?
Usually the aircraft commander of this aircraft.
So we're with Scott Kooiman, and you are a pilot here at the museum.
Yes, I am. Fly for the museum. We'll also be flying in the Jones Beach Air Show this weekend.
Nice. What are you going to be flying?
Could be flying a AT-6 Texan, which is an old World War II aircraft, as well as an L-39 jet.
What are we in right now?
You're in the C-47, the Douglas C-47, which was a parachute airborne transport, carried paratroopers as well as cargo during World War II and after, actually all the way through the Vietnam War. This aircraft actually carried on through service till the 90s with the Israeli Air Force.
Does this thing work?
Absolutely. This is flying, and it'll be flying today.
Can we start her up?
We will. And give us about a couple hours, and we'll get her fired up.
Fair enough. Now, the cameraman here is taking a look at the cockpit. Tell us what's going on there.
All right. So what you're seeing up there, this was actually designed originally as an airliner by the Douglas company. Then obviously became a transport, and what it's most known for is dropping paratroopers over Normandy and over Holland during Operation Market Garden in World War II. What the cameraman's looking up there is you got the seats for the pilot and the co-pilot, and then right behind that is the seat for the navigator, because back then there was no GPS and navigation aids like there are today, so they actually had to have somebody there shooting stars with the sextant for navigation. The cockpit's pretty cramped, which is not usual for today's airliner styles,
right.
And the instrumentation is quite antiquated. We've obviously added modernized instrumentation for GPS and things of that nature, but back then, just kind of flying by the seat of their pants and trusted a navigator back there to get them as far as crossing the Atlantic.
Now, folks that come out here today, can they come into one of these airplanes and take a look like we're doing right now?
Absolutely. During the day, when this is not flying, it'll be open just like you see here, and people can actually go up and take a look.
Do you ever get scared when you're flying in these air shows?
No. No. I think I'd probably be more scared whitewater rafting than I would be flying upside down over the beach. Love it. Something I grew up with, and also do it for a living. Been flying for the Air Force for almost 15 years.
Now, we were delayed because of weather yesterday, but we're full force today. We're full throttle.
Oh, absolutely. Today, the winds are going to be a little bit of an issue, but I think the way we're seeing it right now, we're going to be able to launch the fleet for the show and have a good time and put on a good show for the crowd.
See, I made a call to Mother Nature that we get the good weather today.
Well, we were suffering through the last 2 days. Obviously, somebody turned the heat off for us this weekend, but I think if you bundle up and come out to the beach, I think you'll see a good show.
Wonderful. We are in Farmingdale, New York, for the Bethpage Air Show. This is the Air Power Museum, the American Air Power Museum, where we are live this morning, bringing you the very latest. Thank you, Scott.
Oh, thank you for having me.
And we'll see you up in the air. I hope you maybe take a co-pilot with you.
Actually, we'll all be flying an airplane that's actually only one person in it.
Find somebody, will you?
I'll put somebody in the back. How about that? If you need, would you like to come up with us?
Absolutely.
Then we'll throw you in the back with us.
Do it,
I need to put this hat to good use. Mike, back to you in the studio.
All right, thanks, Janice. We'll check back with her at the Bethpage Air Show a little bit later. Coming up here on the show, do you spend your work days and even your weekends checking your smartphone nonstop?
Yes.
Well, you are not alone, Anna Kooiman. We're going to tell you why it's time for a digital detox on this 3-day weekend.
And a scene out of an action movie comes to life after a man steals a car right from a movie set. The whole thing, well, we'll show it to you.